Good evening everybody, it is Charlie and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Yes, we are in different surroundings, we are in the living room for this quick update on the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club. Just before we get into it, as always, please smash that like button, it really does help get the video out there and get more eyes onto the channel. Please subscribe if you're brand new as well, we're on the road to 3,000, if you could do me a solid, hit that subscribe button, that would be very much appreciated. And of course, hit that notification bell and get all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Let's just start off with an outgoing that is pretty much confirmed now according to Fabrizio Romano, and that is Robin Koch will be joining Frankfurt on a season-long loan. It does look like Leeds United will be getting a loan fee for Robin Koch, which has not been disclosed, so we're unaware at this point as to how much that will be. So at least we are getting some sort of a fee for him, obviously, because it's not ideal that he's leaving on loan in the last year of his contract, which means that next season he'll be able to leave Leeds United for free. But not too bothered that he's going. To be fair, he had a shocking season last year. And the fact that he had Napoli, Man United, Bayer Leverkusen also interested in him absolutely blows my mind, because I don't know what they could possibly have been watching for them to be interested in him, because he was utter garbage in my opinion. And obviously we've already touched upon Brendan Aronson's pending loan deal to Union Berlin. Diego Llorente looks set to join Roma as well, according to Phil here. That's pretty much good to go within the next few days. We have already spoken about Rasmus Christensen also potentially joining Diego Llorente out at AS Roma as well, but it doesn't look like that's moved any further at this point, according to The Athletic. Obviously, they are interested, but it's not as far down the line as Diego Llorente's deal there. So, yeah, we'll just have to keep his eyes peeled on that one, and hopefully Rasmus Christensen leaves the club this summer. So then, speaking of Phil here and The Athletic, he did share an article on Twitter earlier on today where he listed a number of different positions and players in those positions that Leeds United are reportedly interested in. And I must say the names that we've been linked with are very promising. A mixture of obviously experience and youth, which is nice. Because I feel like we'll definitely have to find that balance within the squad this year, and I think that's what Daniel Farke will want as well. So in terms of goalkeepers, obviously we're already aware of Karl Darlow from Newcastle that we are interested in, and then there's Woodman and Angus Gunn as well. All sensible options, all keepers that I would probably take, in all honesty. I think Karl Darlow would be my preferred option out of those that were mentioned there. But again, really sensible options, and it is good to see that Leeds are taking this route. In terms of a left back, there's two that were mentioned, and that's Ryan Manning from Swansea, and then a potential return of Charlie Taylor is also being considered. Now, obviously, I've seen Connor and One Leeds share his opinion that he feels that Manning could go to Burnley, which then would allow Charlie Taylor to come back to us, which I can understand that way of thinking. I can also understand that there's people who would not want Charlie Taylor back at the club after how things ended for him at Leeds. Now, as I say, I can understand it, but if it did come down to it and Charlie Taylor wanted to come back, I would probably take him, in all honesty, just purely for his ability. I think he is a really good and solid left back, but again, I can understand the history of it all, and I know that that's not everyone's preferred signing. I would take Ryan Manning all day long. I think it's achievable as well. Even Swansea outlets are sharing that Leeds United have joined the race to sign him. Yes, there are Premier League clubs interested as well, but I do feel that if Leeds United are prepared to meet the fee, the Daniel Farke effect, he could sell the project to him. You know, hopefully that could be a deciding factor, but keep your eyes peeled on that. Centre-back, obviously, is one that we've already discussed on the channel, and a story that's already been broken by Phil Hay, and that's Nat Phillips at Liverpool. The fee, it says anything up to 10 million, but apparently, according to some outlets, we could get him for around 6 to 8 million, which I wouldn't mind, in all fairness. I wouldn't be that angry with 10 million. I know that there are people that are questioning that fee based on his experience so far, but you know, he's English, he's at a club like Liverpool, they'll want to make a bit of money. If it come down to it and he was ready to accept the move, I would pay that fee to get him in all honesty. I think he'd be a really good addition to our squad if you partner him with someone like a Cresswell, you know, and then you've got Cody Drama at right back, and then potentially Manning or Charlie Taylor at left back. I think that's a solid back four, in all honesty, with Carl Darlow in behind, hopefully. So yeah, in the centre mid position, apparently Leeds United are admirers of Gustavo Hamer from Coventry. Again, what an unbelievable signing that would be. Really crucial player for Coventry last season. Scored some good and very important goals for them. He did score in the playoff final against Luton. I know they lost, but he had a good game and he took his goal really well. But yeah, like a real playmaker in that central space, I think would be key for the way that Daniel Farke is wanting to play this season. So yeah, I can thoroughly understand why we've been linked with him, and I think that would be a really good addition. And then in the forward areas, two players that were mentioned were Yod Perot from Swansea. What was it? 19 goals in the Championship last season, so a fairly good return. Again, Premier League clubs are interested in him as well. But again, you've got to bully these teams for their best players. You've got to meet the fee. And again, hopefully it's a case of Farke having a chat with him, selling the project and the ambitions of the club this season, and hopefully that one could be over the line. Another player that's been mentioned as well is Sam Surridge from Nottingham Forest, who does look set to leave Forest this summer. Would I take Sam Surridge? Probably, yeah. I think, you know, he was a bit in and out of Forest's team last season, scored a couple of goals, but in the Championship for them, he was a really good player as well. So I think it could be a decent replacement for Patrick Bamford. But if we got Surridge, I would want another attacker in as well, just so we've got that balance up top. But obviously, Perot would be my main preference there, along with Ryan Manning at left back as well, both from Swansea, which would be interesting to see if we could get both those deals over the line. As I say, guys, hit me up in the comments section. Are you happy with those names? Are you happy with the calibre and the type of players that we're being linked with at the moment? Because I certainly am. And I just thought I'd touch upon Archie Gray as well, just to finish this upload off with. In the social media post that was shared of Daniel Farke's first training session, they did kind of focus in on Daniel Farke having a few chats with Archie Gray. Again, I think Archie Gray would be a real good asset to our squad this season. I know he's only, 17, 18 years old, but every time we've seen him in friendlies, every time we've seen him for the under-21s, this guy's got potential to be a serious baller. And yeah, I aren't saying that he'll start every week and even feature at all every week, but I feel like he has a part to play this season, and it could really be a good breakout year for him. So obviously, keep your eyes peeled on Archie Gray this season, guys, because if he features, I think he could be a really good asset. We'll end tonight's upload there then, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please smash that like button. As I say, it really does help get the video out there. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new as well. Share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and of course hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you later. Thank you.